Alrighty then. Well, I wanted to do a quick little review on an awesome little movie I saw. Now, this movie got mixed reception. It's got a little bit of a lukewarm taste to it in the general public. But you know what? I'm a diehard Western fan, and I thoroughly enjoyed Kevin Costner's Horizon. I very, very much recommend it because, I mean, anything Western is just fantastic, especially something with fairly good quality. Now, as bullshitted as it is, apparently Chapter 2 got pulled from its release August 16th, which is a fucking crying shame because, as we all know, good movies and good art isn't indications of success and money in this world. And you know what? I kind of wanted to watch it, and it sucks it kind of bombed. Sucks it kind of lukewarm things. I mean, this is what the West is. It's not all flashy and good. And I think it touches upon really well, despite being a very long, very drawn out, modern attention span, less Gen Z is probably not going to enjoy these. But I fucking love Costner. I love the West. And, it's a crying shame that we're not going to see potentially even at all second chapter. And yeah, I mean, I could sit and sing this movie's praises all day long, but I mean, there are some downsides to it. I mean, one, it's just a very long saga. Number two, it's got that dirty grittiness of the West, and there are some scenes that's just constant battling, and it can lose you in that aspect. But it quickly draws you back in with just the set and setting of the West. And people have been clamoring for a Red Dead Redemption 2 movie, but you know what? There's fucking tons of Red Dead Redemption movies because Red Dead Redemption is the West. It is the West personified. So basically, every Western could be counted as Red Dead movie. So, I mean, people are. People have this thing about them that is kind of stupid sometimes. Sometimes they like to make things a certain way, and I think that there were some scenes and some aspects of this movie that weren't the best, but at the same time I fucking love the West, and I think that this portrays it in such a realized, historical, and ultimately just very satisfying watch, even to just have on. It's captivating to see the West in all its glory. So I mean, form whatever opinions you want on this movie. It's just a very historical look at a certain period of time, and that's sometimes what I view these movies as. Maybe they're not the biggest theatrical wow. Maybe they're not always the best shot, and every little thing and aspect about them is the most incredible thing. Sometimes the dull, mundane dreariness of a certain setting or time period is just all you really need in a movie. And I think that this movie kind of personifies what that's all about. And I really got what Costner was getting at when he made this. You can get enjoyment out of this movie, especially if you love westerns like me in the western setting. But I mean, I think that there are the types of people that types of movies just don't apply to. They don't really care too much about history. They're not excited about seeing a representation of a certain time period. And they just want spectacle and wowness on every scene, and explosions and shooting and all kinds of manner of chaos, which this movie actually does have. But I see where people sometimes come through their with their criticism. Sometimes things are just drawn out. But yeah, that's kind of why I just enjoyed this one. It's just a romp through the West. Love Red Dead, and you know what? In general, I thought this was a good movie. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's just a western. I was excited about the second one, but who knows? We'll see.